Hey everyone, Emily here with another stock story. Today we're talking about Fortinet, ticker FTNT. If you follow cybersecurity stocks, you've probably noticed Fortinet made headlines recently. They posted strong results, but the stock dropped over 20% in just a couple of days. So, what's going on? Let's break it down together. First off, what does Fortinet actually do? They're a cybersecurity leader, best known for their FortiGate firewalls, the kind of hardware and software that protect networks from attacks. But that's just the starting point. Over the years, Fortinet has built what they call a security fabric, a platform that connects firewall protection with cloud security, endpoint security, AI-driven threat detection, and network monitoring. Think of it this way. As businesses move their operations online and into the cloud, Fortinet is the guard at every door, making sure nothing suspicious gets in or out. Now on to the numbers. In the latest quarter, Fortinet reported earnings of $0.64 per share, beating Wall Street estimates of $0.59. Revenue came in around $163 billion, right in line with expectations. One number I really like. Billings grew 15% year over year. That's a key indicator in subscription-driven businesses because it shows how much customers are committing to spend in the future. And margins? Wow! Their non-GAAP operating margin hit a record 34%, up more than 5 points from a year ago. That's huge for a company in this space. It means they're becoming more efficient while still growing. Here's the twist. Despite those strong results, Fortinet's stock took a beating. Why? Because management said they're already about 40 to 50% through the firewall upgrade cycle. Investors had been hoping this refresh cycle would be a multi-year growth driver. So, even though the company raised its full-year billings guidance to around $7.3 to $7.5 billion, the market saw the refresh comment as a signal that growth might slow sooner than expected, and that uncertainty spooked investors. But let's zoom out. Fortinet has some real strengths that shouldn't be ignored. Their product ecosystem is sticky. Once you use their firewalls, it makes sense to add their cloud or endpoint security. They're shifting toward more recurring service revenue like SASE and CCOP solutions. That makes earnings more predictable. Their margins are expanding. Few cybersecurity companies run at 34% operating margins. And they're leaning heavily into AI-driven detection and automation, which is critical as threats become more sophisticated. Of course, no stock is risk-free. That firewall refresh cycle, if it slows down, growth could taper off faster than expected. Competition is fierce. Palo Alto Networks, Cisco, Check Point, and many more are fighting for the same customers. And with IT budgets tightening in some industries, security spending may not grow as fast as investors hope. So, where does the stock stand now? After that big sell-off, Fortinet trades at a lower multiple than it has in years. Some analysts downgraded the stock, but others see the pullback as an opportunity, a chance to pick up shares in a top-tier cybersecurity company at a discount. The consensus is mixed, cautious in the short term, but still positive for the long term. And remember, cybersecurity isn't optional. Companies have to spend on security. It's just a matter of how much and how fast. Here's my view. Fortinet is still one of the strongest names in cybersecurity. The fundamentals are solid, strong cash flow, expanding margins, and a powerful product ecosystem. Yes, growth might slow a bit as the firewall cycle winds down. But long term, the demand for cybersecurity is only going one way, up. So I'd call Fortinet a core cybersecurity stock with some near-term caution. If you're an investor who believes in the long-term security trend, this dip could be interesting. But don't forget, volatility is part of the ride. So, what do you think about Fortinet? Is this dip a buying opportunity or a warning sign of slowing growth? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to hear your perspective. And as always, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to Stock Stories, and hit that bell so you don't miss the next breakdown. I'm Emily, and this was your stock story on Fortinet. See you next time.